With any tax problem, HMRC are the first place to look for help, especially if the client has not approached them already or it's a simple issue. HMRC's General Telephone Contact Centre can deal with a number of issues. Last year, HMRC told Susie she owed them more tax. She didn't want that happening again, so needed to check that all was correct this time. HMRC's Contact Centre can check someone's PAYE codes to ensure that the correct amount of tax is being deducted by an employer or pension provider. Claire has just started as a carer. When someone is starting out as self-employed, they can ring HMRC's Telephone Contact Centre to get advice about their obligations and register for self-assessment at the same time, though they can also register online. Janie runs her own shop, and financially her tax bill has come at a really bad time. She wants to spread the cost. HMRC's Telephone Contact Centre can help with time-to-pay arrangements. Janet found out that HMRC has taken tax off her savings. She's retired and only has her state pension, so she doesn't think that's right. HMRC's Telephone Contact Centre can help with making a repayment claim for tax on savings and also suggest how to take steps to stop tax being deducted in the future. Bruce is an Australian nurse who's been working in the UK for the past few years and he's off back home to Australia. You can notify HMRC through their contact centre that you are leaving the UK. They should be able to ensure you get any refund due. Jack's wife has died recently and he keeps getting letters addressed to her. The HMRC Contact Centre has a special bereavement line. The relevant HMRC Contact Centre number can be given directly to the client. Sometimes the client will need more support if the problem is to be successfully dealt with, in which case the client will need help from the HMRC Needs Extra Support team, the NES team. The NES team can help with all the same issues as the contact centre, but can also offer extra help. A named advisor looks after the client until the issue is resolved. People can get help from the NES team if they have one of the 6 drivers of need identified by HMRC. Access, including those who cannot afford the phone or who have language difficulties. Confidence. Mental, emotional state. Capability. Intricacy. HMRC-driven need, where they have confused matters with their actions and letters. So, Jack might be a case taken up by NES, as he is distressed and confused by the letters sent to his deceased wife. Equally, Claire, who is a carer, finds it difficult to use a computer and to leave the house when she's providing care, so she needs the extra support. The NES team can arrange a meeting or home visit with the client if the problem cannot be resolved on the phone. There are a number of options to access the NES team. Some agencies can hand over directly by phone. There are separate numbers for tax, tax credits and child benefits, and are available only to enrolled agencies. Some advice agencies can arrange a callback from the NES team by sending off a handoff form. The client can call the HMRC Contact Centre, and if identified as needing extra support, they will be transferred to the NES team. If a client cannot afford to make a call, HMRC see them as needing extra support, and the contact centre should arrange for the NES team to call them back. HMRC also recognise that a client needs extra support if they struggle with English. It is useful to try and remember what HMRC cannot help clients with. They cannot help prepare calculations of income and tax. They can say which part of the form to complete, but not what to put in it. They cannot help in disputes with HMRC or those needing advocacy, appeals, or challenging an assessment. If the client has already contacted HMRC and an issue has not been resolved, the tax charities or paid-for professional advice should be considered. So handing off to HMRC is suitable for simple cases where there is no dispute with HMRC and, if relevant, the client has all their figures together. You can access the download for more detailed information and learn more on how to signpost by clicking on the next film.